What a difference a day makes, right, Reg?
Wow, it's the
It
truth.
looks so pretty today. We haven't had sun in I don't know how many days. And I think that's been the way on the
A
East
good
Coast.
week.
A good week and tons of rain, but look how glorious it looks today. And even though the tulips are waning, I have a beautiful bunch of pinks and purples getting ready to come out, but just the greens. And then, oh my gosh, I think also the your ground covers. I mean, the phlox
The
is
fluff.
making a show for sure. Um, the ajuga is starting to bloom. And talking a little bit about ajuga, this is a part shade, mostly shade, part sun area. And I haven't planned to do anything. I had the whole area, which I loved, covered in the ajuga, which is starting to show its pretty blue colors and gray right under this big arb and a daylily. But then just yesterday, I moved some yellow primrose, which are right here. Moved them. One thing about these early spring bloomers on real moist weather months like April, you can move them and they don't go through shock. And these can stay nice and green and can bloom into the early summer if we have cooler temperatures and a little bit of moisture. So then when I did that, I just decided I'm taking out all the ajuga that was around here. I've got a bucket full, and that's going to go to probably hillside that belongs to my sister friend Lisa. She said I could take it over there and put it on her hillside that goes down to her river deck. But anyhow, so the ajuga is out, and ajuga is so easy. If you have it in an area you don't like, I'll show you over in this area here. It's easier for Reg to see, and the sun's on it. All I did this morning is I went in here, I got under it because we've had a lot of rain, gave it a little tug, and there you
There it
have.
is.
And I'm going to put that right back in there. And it is that easy to plant in the garden. It goes by top rhizome. I'll show you here's what it looks like when it's out of the ground. Has all these nice little roots, and so it grows from these little roots all the way out, throws out little fingerlings, and it takes a while to get it this thick. This has been in this bed I don't know how many years, but anyway, what I'm doing here, I am planting this High Hopes Heuchera. I had put in this Carnival Heuchera for color and I loved it. So then I went out and found High Hopes, and I just divided Citronella, and you'll see because we're going to another part of the garden. And one thing about your Heucheras, you can divide them in 2 to 3 years once the clumps have gotten big. And it was so easy. I lifted the citronella clump over there, and I had 2 individual plants. So I just took one plant, put the other one back in the ground. No stress at all. So what they like, part shade, part sun. Now they have some that can take full sun nowadays, but this one can take all shade, part shade, and a little sun. They do like well-drained, moist soil, composted. So I've got my
Yeah, that looks like
compost.
a lot of clay right there.
Yeah, I have clay, but you amend it. I don't know what this little green thing is. So I'm going to put some compost in here. Just like that. And my biotone, a little handful. When it's a new plant that's come from a center, I like to put a little bit of compost for good root stimulation. When I transferred all of my primroses yesterday, they've been established and I didn't worry about it because they've gone through winters. But with these new plants, I want to give their roots a nice boost. So I'm going to put a little biotone in the hole. And now the plant goes in. And you can see how tight those roots are at the bottom. I'm going to take those little roots off of it and get right to take that off of there where it looked a little root bound in the pot. Loosen it up. But I'm going to love this spot. All right, I'll add a little bit of its own soil back in it, top it with compost, and this is how easy Same thing with citronella. Look at that nice. I'm not going to put any biotone in here. Look at that root system it already has.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, but I will put some compost in the soil here for it, wherever my compost is. And I love the colors.
Yeah, it's really bright.
It's really bright in this corner up Patent Ridge.
Yeah, it will, yeah.
I know, this was a little dull looking, but now, and this is a lovely hosta. You can see it starting to come out. Get a little more compost around that. And super duper. And then I'm going to be putting, look how pretty, once I get this mulched, that's going to look. And I'll take a picture when I'm done. But let's keep planting. So what I'm going to do under the Harry Lauder walking stick is I'm going to be planting this beautiful, it's called Dead Nettle Orchid Frost Lamium. I love the frosted color of the leaves, and it will spread. I think it says 12 inches, 12 to 14, and it's hardy to zones 4 through 8. So it's beautiful. And then when I took it out of the pot, I found out, like, there's, look at this. I can separate it into 2 different plants. So, you know, 2 plants for the price of 1, which always makes me happy. I took out, I'm putting it right here, and you can see I have some variegated liriope, and I'm not certain, here's the one clump I just took out. And I don't think I like it with this chartreuse color, right? Do you have an opinion?
No, I really do.
You don't have an opinion?
No,
okay.
I don't like it.
You don't like it? Then I'm taking all the liriope out. Anybody who wants some liriope, I think Mary asked me for some of this, my neighbor next door. So I'll get these out of the ground. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the chartreuse green right now. And we will just, oh, that's so pretty. That frosted color makes me very happy. I didn't want to put the lamb's ear. It's got the blue color. I just wanted some variety. And so we'll get this liriope up. Great. Nice clumps of liriope. And now what I'm going to do is just get these 2 pieces in the ground. Probably I'm going to center it in front of the tree and let it do its thing this year. If I need more next year, I will go buy more. But they just like well composted soil, and this is really great composted soil because I've been adding compost in this area for quite a while. I'm going to add a little more. I will add some biotone to both clumps. And I'm probably, this is a little more drier shade. Even though we've had tons of rain, it's so well drained, I will probably water these in. The ones, the Heucheras, I will not. Get those in the ground like that. And I do want it to spread across the edge of this. All right. I think I'm going to like it. I'm glad I took the liriope out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it really brightened that up.
It did.
Love it, love it. All right, so then we're going to head down under the willow tree for one last planting of the day. Look at this beauty. This is spot on Pulmonaria. And last year I redid under this willow tree to give me some bright color, and I'm loving it. And what I wanted to do with the Pulmonaria, as you can see with Sea Heart Brunnera, I love the variegation and the texture of these leaves. And I thought with the Pulmonaria, look at that.
Yeah,
it's similar but
leaf.
Different. And then with these pink and purple blooms,
yeah, nice blooms.
it will really accent this area. And when I was reading the tag, look, here's what they show the flowers will look like eventually. But it says it likes to be in with heucheras and ferns, everything I have in Brunner.
Right,
So
yeah, he's right on.
she is going in, and I'd already taken her out of her pot. And the same thing here. She had a lot of compacted roots, or it had a lot of compacted roots. And I took those off, gave it a little shake, and I've got the hole dug. I need to get compost in it. I've already made its sign because I won't remember the name.
No, you don't remember what you had for breakfast.
No, I know. So we'll get some compost in here, and a fern for anybody who wants a fern. So we've got a fern to give away. We've got some liriope to give away. But this gorgeous plant, what's the prettiest side? I'm going to put it in just here. Just like that. Like it like that.
Looks like it's coming a little forward.
Well, thanks.
There you go.
Great. But I do need more soil to build up this soil through here, which I will do. Get some more compost. Build up this whole edge. And did I put biotone in the hole?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I think. See, I don't remember what I have for breakfast.
I know. But you can see it's like a cosmos growing right there. Anyhow, I will build that up with more compost. In fact, I'm going to go get some more compost back. And I'm going to build all this up in front of the plant. And there we have it. So today, if anybody's watching and they want a lovely beginning of an ostrich fern, I have another one back in the compost pile. They're gorgeous, as you can see. Look at them coming through. And then, of course, the liriope. And in between getting more compost, I did mulch the first garden. So let's take a look at that before we go in. So spring is so short, and these spring colors don't last long enough. But I was asking Reg to please just get this lovely picture of the purples, the pinks, the little bit of yellow, and of the phlox. But over here, once this is all mulched down, these heuchera are going to just pop this whole area, and I'm thrilled. And I know people are going to question, do those irises bloom? You know, I'm going to watch that. I don't know if they've ever bloomed. I like their scapes, but even if they don't bloom, I just love that spiky look. So sometimes you don't have to have the plant for the flower, but more for like the foliage, which is all of these plants in this garden. You know, your hosta, your heuchera, and so there you have it. I love it. I'm glad I did that this morning, and I think that's it for today. Good weekend planting and dividing everything. Thanks for watching Gardening on the West Fork. Enjoy your gardens today like I am. We'll see you the next time. Bye.